Sorry I'm late. I was shy.
Hi, my name's Austin, and this is Late Starters. Tim,
Austin.
you shy?
No, I was making fun of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Yo.
Hey, that's Tim, and he's going to play Pokemon, even though I'm too shy to introduce the rest of my friends. I'm going to let him do it.
Also with us is Alex. She's kind of a bully.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. And then there's Kaycie. She's cool and aloof.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nate. Special guest Nate.
Hello there.
Mm-hmm. What'd you guys do yesterday?
Nothing.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I bullied my friend.
Yeah, I know you did.
True. Accurate.
What'd you do to him?
I was there. It's true. I was the friend.
You bullied Nate?
Yeah.
All right.
Every day.
Well, you know what they say about bullies.
What?
When the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I'm 5'5".
You're gonna fall so soft.
That's the shortest height of all time.
That's the shortest height that's ever been.
That's the shortest height Alex ever. Wait. Wrong.
No, it is the tallest I've ever been, though.
Congrats.
That's not true. I broke my tailbone 3 times. I used to be a little taller.
Son of a shit. Now you know what that means then.
This is where the recap goes?
Hi. Me again. So, last time we had just defeated the Hypno. Well, I say we, I really mean Calynn and Ford defeated the Hypno. But anyway, so Ford had the zombie Paris in his shirt, and we decided to head back to Viridian City to see if we could get it somewhere. We woke up Calynn in chunks and headed back to Cecilia's to get our stuff and get some rest. Well, I think most of us got rest. Maybe not so much me, but anyway. We headed out that morning to Viridian, and, you know, it was a nice walk. About the only exciting thing that happened was we saw some kind of a bird Pokemon, and it was carrying something. Not quite sure what that was. When we finally got into the city, we tried to head to the Pokemon Center, but it was closed. And, you know, now that I think of it, I think multiple people told us it was going to be closed. There's just a lot going on. Well, and so we needed to find a way to get the zombie Paris to the professor and heal up Aaron. So Calynn starts walking around asking, you know, random people what to do or where to go. And there was this guy who was wearing a lot of capes and had this, like, sword thing on his back. And he walked up to her and asked if we were Pokemon trainers, and she asked him if he was a magician, which, like, apparently he wasn't, but, you know, could have fooled me. Anyway, he was kind of creepy, honestly, because he invited us back to his giant house, and I thought maybe he was gonna kidnap us. Actually, I still kind of think that, honestly. I'm gonna turn tracking on my phone, actually. You can't be too careful. There's crazy people out. Anyway, so then we called Professor Willow and told her everything that happened. And the strange guy introduced himself as Paul, and we got to meet his dad, who was interesting. But the point of it all was that he lost his Farfetch'd, and we're gonna go into the maze that they have in their backyard and look for it. I guess. Ah!
As you guys walk into this labyrinth, you see that the bushes and shrubs and vines, all this stuff that make up the walls, all stretch up super high. It's hard. You can see the outside walls of like the estate rise up just a little bit higher than the hedge walls. You still hear all kinds of wild Pokemon calls throughout this labyrinth, and as you guys enter the first enter through the front gate, you see that you can either go to the front, to the left, or to the right.
Which direction did the Pidgey fly off in?
Pidgey is up in the air, and she's like surveying everything.
Okay.
Give me.
So we haven't gotten anything.
You can give me a
yet.
perception check for Pidgey.
Would that be Calynn?
Mm-hmm.
Come.
Not bad.
She seems to like flutter, or he seems to like flutter towards the right. Paul, something that you know about this maze is that it can change. So like, there's no set way through. You just have to go through the maze until you find it, because it changes all the time, or like at least every day.
What is this Harry Potter ass?
I know. Like, do they like have little legs and they just pick up their little bush and just move over 2 steps and then drop their bush back down?
Maybe there's some phalanx at work here. I don't know.
There's definitely shinks in here.
So you don't have like a map or anything? We're really just gonna walk in here for hours?
Oh, there's no point. It
Days?
changes all the time.
That would have been cool to know before we got in here.
Yeah.
It's still
Don't
pretty
worry.
cool to know now. I mean,
I-
we're just ranking coolness of facts.
No, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
So Ford is gonna let out his Rattata.
All right, yeah. You see the Rattata in front of you looking around, and it turns back to you.
And I'm like, go find the cheese, buddy. Go find another Pokemon.
It raises its eye up at you. Give me a command roll.
Okay. Something that I am excellent at is command of Pokemon. No.
Oh, buddy, let me.
I'm
hey,
still
let me
going
help
with
you
those
with
red
that.
squares. Yeah.
Hey, let me help you with that. Why don't you re-roll that with my modifier, please?
Is that
Which is a thing I can do. I can genuinely do that. You can genuinely re-roll that with my modifier.
right? Does he re-roll it like your?
Do I roll
with
it or
your
do you
score,
roll it?
Or
Paste it in the thing. Yeah. And my skill rank in that is 4. So.
Oh, okay. So it'll be a +1 basically.
so no,
'Cause I have a 3.
you re-roll yours with a +4.
There
So-
you go.
Well, that's a lot better.
Yeah, so at 18 altogether.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what cheese is. It's been wild. Come on, do better.
And you see it take off down the middle.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow the Rattata.
The chase is afoot.
4 goes towards the middle, where the rest of you go.
Yep. Paul is after him.
Oh yeah, I'm following forward.
Oh. I suppose we shouldn't split up, even though we could find it faster if we split up. But I guess we shouldn't split. Okay, I'm coming.
We can split up.
Under no circumstances should we split up. Absolutely not.
Okay, who wants to take the lead first? Like on this, there's going to be a roll. Who wants to take it?
I'll be out in front since I'm following the Rattata.
Okay, roll me a d20.
But good.
But what if I just said no?
Could you do it good?
I refuse.
17.
All right, 17.
17.
As you go straight, and then you like go to the right, and then you take another left, and then you go straight down this path, following the Rattata. It goes around a corner. You guys are a couple of feet behind it. And as you're about to get to the corner, the Rattata comes back around with a panic look on its face. Rattata! And we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh, no.
Because you guys, a Pokemon has blocked your way.
Yay!
What kind of Pokemon has blocked our way, I wonder?
It is a Shanks.
You guys see the Berserker. He's on top of the hedge maze walking there. Let's see what we got here. Everybody, roll me a d6. These 3 Pokemon, you guys see this little candle with a flame on it come around and follow the Rattata, and then out from the bush jumps this black and white doggy ferret looking thing, and it joins the fight as well. And behind you, Victor, you see this little sloosh of silver metal with like a golden washer on top of its head, and this little what is that? Some kind of little red string hanging out of the liquid, kind of sloosh out behind you. All right. First up is Spoons.
Spoons, I guess, teleport drop on the haunted hardware? What is that?
All right, so
I don't think Victor knows what that is. I barely know what that is.
okay. And with a 2, you do hit.
Huh.
Yeah, Spoons teleports over and does his drop onto this creature, and it seems to hit it and take purchase. Anything else for Spoons?
Nope.
All right, Lord Vanbrace.
Mau Mau. Make it interesting. Use payday.
Ah. All right, Chunk.
Great. I think Chunks, if I can influence her a little bit, I'm gonna have her move over. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like 20 feet, so it should be there. And have her help out with this mystery Pokemon I definitely don't know, and she's gonna use Ember. Maybe.
Nice.
We'll find out. No, get a 4. No, she won't.
Let me look at something real quick.
I don't believe that she's allowed to be on the same space as Spoons. I'm not 100%
you're
on
right,
that rule,
you're right.
but
I don't think two creatures, no matter how
don't think
small
they can
are,
exist.
can inhabit the same square. You're correct. Let me. There we go.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
better now.
Yeah, me too.
Chonks shoots Ember at this thing, and you see the little gold washer that's like atop this silvery liquid separate, spin in the air as the Ember passes in between the liquidy silver metal and the gold washer, and then it plops back in, and this thing's like kind of moving around.
Well, now we know.
Rattata.
Okay, so the sock puppet that's next to me,
Yeah.
that doesn't belong to any of our party, right? That is a Pokemon that we found in this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Alex.
That's what I wanted to know. So what Ford is going to do, Ford is going to tell the Rattata to attack the sock puppet. But while that's happening, Ford is also going to just try and snap a photo of the sock puppet.
Okay, which one is the sock puppet? The
Zigzagoon.
Okay.
Zigzag. I just now seen the name of it. That's why I couldn't tell if it was one of ours.
Okay, cool. So
You're a Zigzagoon now.
this is Rattata's turn. On your turn, you can do like the picture thing.
Yeah, that's what I was like trying to set that up. Like he's going to be doing that at the same time he's telling the Rattata to attack it.
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack with the Rattata.
What is it, a struggle? I think that's all that Rattata's going to have.
He should have a couple of attacks.
Let's see.
Or at least
here.
one.
Tail whip. Let's try tail whip. It's 14.
14 will hit. So
7 damage, but all legal targets have their defense lowered by 1 combat stage.
tail whip does damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
when?
says.
Let me check.
I don't know why y'all are being so judgy at me. Like, I know the rules. It just says damage 7 right there in front of all of us.
Well, no, because we can't see it, Tim, because you're hiding that one.
Yeah, Tim, why you gotta be so mysterious about your roles?
Yeah.
Why
Why
you
are
want
you
to
so
see?
Yeah.
It's a group game.
secret
Tail whip
Tim?
doesn't do damage. Sorry, it's entered in wrong.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to do something else, you can, or if you want to
No.
keep it, you can.
Yeah, I'll keep it. Legal target has the defense stage lowered by 1 combat stage.
All right, so Rattata jumps up and wags its tail around and confuses this Zigzagoon a little bit, and its combat stages are lowered by 1 defense. All right. Next up, Mau Mau.
Let's aim it at the Zigzagoon and the Litwick, if I can.
Did you just launch a claymore?
So, like,
Yes.
all right.
A claymore of gold. Well, it's more like a paymore, am I right?
Take that joke
Nice,
to the
nice,
bank.
nice. Boo! Sorry.
Rude.
All right, so you can position this where it doesn't hit the Rattata. Just the Zigzagoon. And that'll hit then.
But now there's also coins all over the ground.
Most of these coins, as they come out, they drop down on this Zigzagoon. Like a pile of them are just like... ding, 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 ding. And you see like it goes low to the ground. Zig. Next up, Calynn.
Sweet. I'm going to do something weird because I want to try something. Calynn is going to look at this Litwick and go, "Hey, come here. Come here, little guy."
Roll me a charm roll.
I will, and I'll be adding a +2 to that. That is 17.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
This Zigzagoon, after it looks up and sees where all these coins just came from, it's going to kind of freak out and panic. Zig! And then take off. Let's see. It's going to go 1. Duck in between Ford's legs to go here. Does the Rattata want to make a opportunity attack?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and roll it.
Okay. It's going to be a tackle? No.
Struggle.
Struggle.
And
Yeah.
that'll hit and knock
Yeah.
the Zigzagoon out as it tries to run away from the Rattata.
And we decided that we cannot catch Pokemon once they're out, right?
The Pokeballs won't work.
Yeah. Okay.
It
So
hasn't stopped us from doing our busted ass shit to get Pokemon that have passed out.
Use your shirt, Ford.
Don't take your shirt off.
the spirals are around this Zigzagoon's eyes.
You need a Z.
I think there is, but I use that for sleep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Fjord.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look at Posey, and I'm gonna tell Posey to put out the Litwick.
Tuttle. Give me a command roll.
Because I don't know what Calyn's doing, and I guess it depends on whoever gets there first or whatever, but... let's see, a command roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
$12.
Okay. You see Posey uncross her arms and look towards this lit wick. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Victor.
Oops, I was muted. I think while all this is going on, Victor's gonna like. Can he like climb the hedge or like prop himself up on the hedge?
It's pretty
So,
tall, but like to get
Oh.
up there, you can try to start climbing up there if you want.
Okay.
Give me an athletics check. Yeah, you start climbing, and for your turn, you get about halfway up the hedge.
Good job, Spoons. You keep him busy. I'm gonna keep looking for this far-fetched thing.
Next up is Pidgey as he flies back and forth overhead.
Would I want your input on this one, because like I'm assuming Pidgey would kind of like stay on course to keep like looking for stuff throughout the maze. So
Yeah, if you
is
just
that
want,
cool?
yeah, if you want him to just look around, just roll. Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
Great. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
All right, so yeah, Pidgey surveys the area. You can move her or move him. I keep calling him or her. Wherever.
You do.
Like
I would love it if it was a her, but it's not.
Yeah, you have to catch another one.
Never. Anyways, I have like no sense of like where Pidgey would go. Like I'm just gonna say like, hang on, let me do some measurements. And fly is 5 squares, so I think it like all the way over here. Fuck it, like why not?
All right.
Ah, I know how to use this game.
Fly is 5 squares?
Yeah, you moved him 10.
Yeah, I know. You're
Did
just
I?
going to move him 100?
Oh,
Yeah.
because my math.
Yeah.
You did 5 is 50.
That's exactly what I did. There you go. I was like, it says 5. It must be right.
All right.
And you know what I did? Then I put him in the same fucking square as Berserker. So have at it.
But he's up higher.
They cannot occupy the same space.
Yeah, Austin.
Well, the same 5-foot area. Pidgey's 25 feet above the.
Oh, I'm taking an extra 5 feet to move him out of the square because the rules.
Because rules. Well, why
Yeah,
wouldn't
'cause
you move
rules.
it back instead forward? Cheater.
Because when I can't occupy the same square because another object is there, it is not to my benefit for it to go backwards, and I am the one being obstructed. Therefore, I should get extra.
Maybe or you shouldn't have moved into a square with somebody else in it.
No.
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 Pidgey good. Posey's up. And Posey.
Okay. Is going to water gun the wild Litwick.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay.
So. This water gun spouts out and hits this Litwick, and you see the flame that's above its head flicker, but it stays. It stays lit, but this thing, it looks like your attack was super effective.
Cool.
Next up, this little slushy liquid metal squares off against Abra and Chunks, and it's gonna use Thunder Shock on Spoons.
Rude.
This thing, you see like electricity spark from its little golden coil and shoot out and zap Spoons.
Please don't hurt yourself.
I'll hurt myself over Spoons. I have to. 8.
Oh, okay. I didn't completely hit CS.
So it's 18 minus your defense.
18 minus my defense. It's 14.
All right.
Now I have to do math.
And then that thing will just kind of sloosh back and forth right here. So, Calynn, you see this Litwick look towards you, and it looks like it's about to start floating towards you, and then it gets pedaled with this water, and as it does that, it turns and goes this way. Does the Rattata want... It's already took an opportunity attack, so it can't take another one.
No.
Hey,
come back.
It will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way. Top of the round, Spoons.
Victor from the bush. Spoons, hit it again. I always forget that I have to roll.
That'll hit. Spoons comes down and does the teleporty hitty thing again, and this golden washer on the top seems to like sink a little bit deeper into the silver metal. It's looking pretty hurt. Lord Vambrace.
So the Litwick is like running?
Yes.
That's not very sporting. Mau Mau, keep that Litwick here. And then Mau Mau will use Taunt on his turn.
Chunk.
Chonk's gonna try to ember that thing again.
Okay. A 6 will hit. You see the ember just engulf this thing, and the little silvery liquid disperses for a second, and just the little golden washer is there, and then it all like surrounds it, and it's just laying like a puddle of it with a little swirl inside of the washer.
Job, Chunks.
Ja! Rattata.
Is any...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, does anyone else find it sad when they faint?
Yeah.
Rattata's up.
Alright, the Rattata is gonna attack the Flitwick. The Flitwick? Litwick.
What's its Rattata's overland speed? It should be in the right under its capabilities. Towards the top.
The overland speed 6.
Alright, yeah, I can get there.
You guys.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a struggle. It's a 2.
Hits.
19 damage.
And as the Rattata comes in and just bumps into this Litwick, you see the flame dim and the 2 little eyes swirl as it is now fainted.
That's Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Do you want to... What is this? Let's look something real quick. There are some coins on the ground now. Roll a 1d8, Nate.
Just 1d8?
Yep.
How many levels do I have?
It's that times 20, so 60. There are 60 pieces of money on the ground. Right here.
60 monies.
Pokebucks.
These are Poke Pounds.
What do you guys do?
Calyn's
Paul looks around. Paul looks around at the party and goes, "What a terribly unorthodox fight. Do you need Pokeballs?"
No,
Yeah.
maybe.
I wish you'd have said something before we left. Here, and he pulls out like 3 for everybody. Traditionally, I suppose if you don't want them, but...
Oh no, Ford takes them.
Oh no, he like gestures at the fainted Pokemon on the ground. Normally you'd catch these, but...
I was gonna, and then everybody just went after Litwick and was like,
Oh well, there'll be more chances. Tally ho.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the Rattata and tell the Rattata to head on again.
Tada! All right.
I'll jump down from the hedge that I'm in. I guess I didn't make it to the top.
You feel right when you're about to hit the ground, your momentum just slows just a little, and then and you land soft.
That was weird. What? Gravity. Okay.
And then you guys see Spoons and Chonks both. Like, Spoons is floating beside Chonks, and Chonks is just waddling back towards the group.
If nobody picks up those Pokepounds that are on the ground, Mau Mau is gonna like double back and scrape them all back up.
You guys see him jump down.
Absolutely gonna be shocked if Calynn walked past them and didn't pick them up.
Well, I was just kind of saying that as a reminder.
yeah, Calyn's moping, but I think what she'll do is she'll walk past and pick up one and then like bite it like you see in old-timey movies. And just be like, yep. She doesn't know what it does.
And you see, like, when you pick that one up, the Meow Meow's picking up the rest, and he looks at you, squints, and then just lets you keep it and jumps back up into the hedge.
Thanks.
Ford is just like there's something about stealing Band-Aids and candy, but then you literally throw money on the ground and she's not interested. Not interested at all.
Alright, do you, as you guys move forward a little bit, following the Rattata, you come to a wider opening than just these narrow, hallways that you're going down in between the hedges. And you find, in the middle of this opening is a statue of a Honedge that sits with a fountain that spews water all around it. There's benches around here to rest, some grapes growing on vines. The Honedge statue represents completing the first phase of the maze, Paul. Pauldron, you know this. It's there to let you know basically you went the right way.
Ah. Well, that is encouraging. We can feel free to rest a moment. Yes, the fountain is encouraging. Feel free to rest a moment. There's berries growing here if you'd like to heal anyone up. We've gotten through the first part of the maze. If you've reached the fountain, you've gotten through the first part. And he takes a seat on a bench and crosses his legs.
As you're saying the berry thing, if you want berries, if you were to turn around, Chonks already has 4 to 5 covered in berry juice.
Get a whole thing of grapes and just stripped them.
Posey plucks one. Spits it out. Doesn't die.
I offer a berry 2 spoons.
He sniffs, takes it, eats like little bites out of it.
I think Calynn would take one and toss it up to Pidgey like when he's doing a flyby and see if he can catch it.
Roll me a acrobatics.
Sweet.
And also roll me an acrobatics for Mau Mau. Nate.
Yeah, sure. 16.
You throw the berry up to Pidgey, and he's about to catch it right out of the air. And then, in slow motion, Meow Meow comes, mouth open, eats the berry in midair, and just as Pidgey swoops over him, and he lands on like the other side of the hedge, and just chews the berry.
Oh, hell yeah. Calyn's going to start grabbing a bunch of berries to start throwing around.
Yeah, I don't. Pidgey gets some for sure, but like Mau Mau will keep playing.
Oh, Calyn's just as readily throwing them for Mau Mau as she is for Pidgey.
I was gonna say if like 3 of them start to come, towards Paul, maybe the hone edge comes out and slices them all in half.
Yeah, like Calyn's throwing them, and like as she's getting excited and like whipping them with both hands, she starts flinging some behind her, and there's like a group of them that are about to smash right into Pauldron, and then just off of his back, Victor and Ford, you see this sword whip around. The hone edge splits all these berries in half, and they just drop in front of Paul, and then it goes back to his back.
And Paul doesn't flinch. He just is sitting there still with his arms folded in his lap, sort of smiling amusedly.
That was amazing. How long have you been training your hone edge?
Oh, they're in the family.
So Ford is like studying the position of the sun and doing that thing where you lick your finger and then hold it up to kind of test which direction the wind is going, to try and make it look like he knows which direction they're headed and which direction they should be headed.
Okay.
What
He
are
has
you using
no
to
clue.
You're just looking at the sun, you're not using the shadow to determine, or are you using the shadow to determine?
Whatever.
Probably should look at the sun.
Yeah. Whatever makes it look the most like I know what I'm doing, even though I'm legitimately just following the Rattata.
Can I notice that? Like, how would I notice that he's doing that?
I mean, he's just doing it right in front of you.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say you're using the shadow of something?
I was going to point him towards the sundial and compass rose that are embedded in the fountain. Like, near us.
For amateurs. And then I go over and look at them immediately.
I'm going to eye contact Chonks and hope that she knows immediately what I'm asking her to go do to Ford while he's looking at these sundials.
And she tiptoes behind like one of these benches. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check for Chonks and a perception check for Ford.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. We'll come back to it. What's everybody else doing?
So the hone edge is a part of our family tradition. We all are given one as children.
Wow, cool.
So he's been with me most of my life, almost as long as Mau Mau.
That's incredible.
That would mean so much if I knew how long Mau Mau had been with you.
18 years.
Dang. I'm slightly older than that. You must be 100. You really are a magician.
I'm 22.
Oh. So old.
Is it?
All right.
Ford. So you think you feel something on your back in your backpack, and then it's nothing. And then you like look down at your leg, and Chunks is just hugging your leg.
Aww.
And you see Chunks look over her shoulder at Calynn and like nod, cha, and just she hugs you and like puts her face into your leg.
That's nice of you, Chonks. It's a good little Chonk Vander.
Cha, and then she lets go and starts to waddle back over to Calynn. And like as her back is towards Ford and like she's facing Calynn, she like pulls from under her arm and you see a Pokeball.
Just gonna go ahead and delete that out of my inventory.
I'm waiting until you actually have a bunch of Pokemon in your bag in Pokeballs. And Chunlander's just stealing your Pokemon.
And then Chunks has her own team. She becomes a trainer.
Cha! I feel like all trainers do the piece out of it.
Just starts like yelling commands at other. But it's just cha 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 cha.
You're adding all these Pokeballs to your inventory, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Paul gets up and stretches and goes, "All right, is everyone ready to move on?"
Yeah. And then
Sure.
I just look at the Rattata. Like, lead on, little buddy.
And you see it take off out one of these openings. All right, so Tim did it last time. Who wants to take the lead this time?
Victor, do you
Paul
want
will.
to?
Sure.
All right, roll a d20.
1d20 coming 3.
As you all are all following Ford and the he sees the Rattata turn down this way, then go this way, then go straight for a little while, and then like turn left. And when you guys turn left around that corner, you get to a dead end, and the Rattata's just standing there. And he looks over at Ford. Rattata.
Try it again, buddy. It worked the first time. Just find us another Pokemon.
That sniffs the air and then Rattata takes off. All right, Calynn or Paul, who wants to go next?
After
Go
you,
for
man.
it. Me first? All right. I'm in the lead now.
Oh, I regret this immediately.
All right, the Rattata keeps going straight, and Calynn like looks down the right towards like another, just another right. The Rattata runs into another dead end, turns around, see Calynn looking the right way, and it goes down that way. And as everybody follows it, and you're on this straight way, everybody roll me another d6. All right. We got 4, 5, and 4. Is that right? And a 6.
And
Yep.
6.
As you guys are running, you do see the Mau Mau every now and then will swipe up at Pidgey in like a playful manner, and Pidgey will like duck down and peck back at him. You
That's certainly what he deserves.
you guys get surrounded. That's right. I wasn't afraid to surround you all.
I mean, as long as it's not in the same square, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're all surrounded as more Litwick and Zigzagoon and Meltan pop out of these hedges and square off for battle. All right, first up again is Spoons.
Okay. I don't want to deal with that thing again. Let's go after that Zigzagoon over there.
Bah.
I'm gonna move him over here. And you know what to do.
Abra. That'll hit.
One of these days I'll actually be on top of that. It hit.
Alright, so that is... Spoons pops over and like is underneath this Zigzagoon and starts to levitate it up and then pops away as it falls back to the ground and takes some damage. Successful attack. Lord Vambrace.
As the Pokemon approach, he is going to like turn to the group and go, "Now remember, throw a Pokeball at them before they faint." And then, Mau Mau, use Metal Claw on one of these Meltan.
Chonkmander.
Before Chunks does anything, I think Calyn's gonna ask Victor, "You want that Zigzagoon?"
I was thinking about it. It's kind of cute.
All right, cool. Then Chunks, let's go after this other motherfucker. Perfect. Chunks can move this. Chunks is gonna go here and attack.
Attack.
Attack. Defend. Face up. Face down. I really like these fire moves. I'm just gonna say Ember. Fire.
That'll hit.
Fire.
No extra damage for this one. This ember hits the Zigzagoon and it singes off some of its fur and it shakes its head and looks back with its eyes a little bit wider now. Like maybe it made a mistake. Rattata.
Rattata is going to attack the same Zigzagoon. Because, yeah. Let me see here. Rattata, 13.
13 hits. Slams its body into the Zigzagoon, hurting it a little bit more. Next up, Meow Meow.
So we can get to this one way up here. 2, 3, 4. He'll do that, and then we'll attack.
All right.
No, with Metal Claw.
6 will hit. That Metal Claw sinks deep into this, the silvery liquid of this Pokemon, and you see some of the like liquid spray across the hedges.
Sick.
And it looks pretty beat up now too. Calynn.
Calynn is looking around, seeing that it's Zigzagoon and Meltan. And then she's just going to turn to Ford and be like, "Ford, are you going to get that Zigzagoon?"
No.
You get Meltan?
No, maybe I'll get the Zigzagoon. Maybe. I'll get the Zigzagoon. I'll get the sock puppet.
I don't think that's what it is. I think to be a sock puppet, it has to be made out of socks.
I'll get the puppet.
Okay. That's it. That's her whole turn.
Alright. Ford.
Okay, Ford is going to do 3 things.
Maybe. You're only supposed to do one action, Tim.
I know. Well, it's only one thing that's going to actually directly do anything. Ford is going to look at, I don't know if I can, the what is it, Meltan? That's up here sort of 2 squares away from Victor.
Yeah.
And he's going to look at Posey and say, Posey, bolt on over and take out that nut. And he's gonna be proud of himself for that.
Tell that die.
And then
You
when he does
fucking
it,
spanner.
he's gonna throw the Pokeball at the Zigzagoon.
Okay, roll me a d20. You have to be within, I think, your throw range, which I think is 6.
I'm 6 away right now.
All right.
And I don't want to take up the same square as anybody, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to take up the same square as anybody.
You can't.
Okay, it says rolling the dice. And nothing is happening. Oh, there it goes. It's a 5.
It hits this Zigzagoon right in its forehead and opens and it engulfs it. All right, now roll me another d20.
It says
I thought you were
rolling the
gonna
dice
say-
again.
I thought you were gonna say right in its zigzag head. You hit the Zigzagoon right in the zigzag head.
Right, it's
He
Zigzadome.
should have zagged.
It's a 19.
19. You see the sparks fly up. Congratulations. You hear a little chime from your phone. Zigzagoon has been added to your Pokedex. It's muffled.
Okay.
Next up is Victor.
Alright. Victor's gonna edge on over here. Next to Spoons. And he's gonna throw a Pokeball at this Zigzagoon.
All right. D20.
Dude, 20. Oh, that's a 2.
You pull this Pokeball out. It gets big. You take an eye. You get your target in your sights. And then underhand toss this Pokeball. But it spins in the air. It hits the Zag on its bag. And then engulfs it into the Pokeball. Roll another d20. You see this ball shake and then bust open as the Zigzagoon reemerges.
Yeah, that's about right.
Zigzagoon. Next up is Pidgey. She's circling the air, or he's circling the air. Just chilling.
Right. Well,
He's getting in the fight.
fuck it. He's gonna get in the fight.
Fuck it.
This Meltan is stupid, and Pidgey doesn't like it.
Mm-mm.
And he could fly far enough to...
2 will hit.
Great. Can I choose which direction I want it to be pushed?
Yeah. It has. Yeah, because Pidgey can fly in from any way he needs to.
As long as you don't push it onto a square that's already occupied by another character.
Oh, God.
Are you talking to us?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a great
I-
point.
Nobody
I was
could
gonna
hear
push
you.
him back. I was gonna push him back towards us, so that's a great point that he can't be in a square that's already occupied.
As you swoop down, as Pidgey swoops down and hits this Meltan, direct hit, but it doesn't seem very effective. So we half that and then take away the defense. That's how we did it when we increased it. So
Oh,
we got
that's
it.
it. No problem. No problem.
All right. Which way did you want to push it?
Towards us. I'm trying to give anybody who wants to catch it another chance.
Did it say how far does it say you push it? 2 meters. So
2
that's
meters.
6 feet.
Yes.
All right, so 1 square, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice assist, Pidgey.
Yeah. Next up is the Zigzagoon down here that was caught. So it's off the board.
So what's its action now?
That was too.
Reads the paper,
It chills. Chills in
the
the
Poke paper.
Remember,
Scores its new Pokeball.
Tim, you caught Wild Zigzagoon 2. Remember that.
Okay.
Zigzagoon 1 just escaping from this Pokeball. will attack the Abra. Or attack the Abra named Spoons.
The artist formerly known as Spoons.
And it'll
It's just
lick
a symbol of a spoon now.
You see this.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
A pink tongue comes out and just. Well, we'll see if it slaps this Spoons across the face. A 12.
Probably.
Yeah, so you see this tongue just smack Spoons across the face, and it takes 14 minus its defense. This is a ghost type.
Oh, is it super effective?
Oh no. The defense is psychic. The attack is ghost. It is super effective. So that's 14 times 2, which is 28 minus your defense.
24. Ooh, okay. He's not dead yet, but
I'm not dead yet.
And it'll like do a cool little puppy roll to right here. You know how puppy rolls. How does a puppy roll?
I thought puppy rolls were like the little extra skin on like their bellies and stuff and their little heads.
Okay,
That's
then this
puppy
has
rolls.
some of those puppy rolls.
Oh, I won't need it.
Now, if you catch it, you gotta name it Totino.
Oh god.
Totino's puppy rolls.
I've already decided that mine is named Hamburglar.
Tim? That's amazing.
And when I tell him to attack, I'm going to tell him to cause some collateral rabble.
Posey up to do some rabble.
Okay. Posey is not going to water gun, but is instead going to do something like a... Let's see, what are my choices? Scratch,
Okay.
I think.
On this
On
melting.
the... Yes. 4.
Hit.
18 damage minus their defense.
So a normal attack against steel does half damage. So
Okay.
Posey scratches this thing, but it doesn't seem like it's not very effective.
So that's 9 minus the defense?
Yeah. And next up is this one, the Meltan in front of Posey, and you see lightning start to go around the gold washer part, start to crackle as it uses a thunder shock against Posey. Oh, a 0 against the
Yeah,
evade.
it's not gonna hit.
It
Nice.
shoots out this lightning bolt, and Posey ducks under it.
Nice.
Other Meltan. It'll do the same thing against Mau Mau. A 7 to hit.
Yes. 2 is my highest one.
All right, so Spoons, top of the round.
Spoons, you're not looking so good. Let's back off, okay? Yeah, withdraw Spoons.
All right. So basically, you can move him one away without taking an opportunity attack, and unless you're putting him back in the Pokeball, then it's
No, I'm just gonna.
Lord Van Brace.
Mau, keep doing what you're doing.
Chunks.
Can I use like a potion
Yeah.
on Spoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just.
And then just sort of over his shoulder, he'll hit him with the super potion spray.
All right.
I think it's at least 50
Mm-hmm.
in the game. So
And it's the same.
That won't do.
Nice job, Van Brace.
thank you.
chunk up.
All right. Let's do some
That's definitely like what he says before he gets into a fight, right?
chunk.
It's time to chunk up.
Time to chunk. Alright, 7 will do it. Yeah, chunks, let's leave this Zigzagoon alone. I think Ford's gonna try to... Oh, wait, you already caught that, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Here, I'm
Alright, chunks. Let's fuck with some Meltan. And Chunks is going to move. Let's see. Since Austin so kindly told us about things and stuff, Chunks is going to move here. There's no one else in the square. And then Chunks is going to go ahead and ember the Meltan.
Roll it up.
I'd love to.
I love you too.
Ooh, crit.
Oh. Did you crit? You did crit.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, what's it look like? What does this ember look like when it knocked this boy out?
I think that Chonks just, like, runs up. And Posey was there, like, trying to do Posey's thing. So I feel like there's probably a little bit of a showmanship on display here.
The ember goes right past.
The amber, like, it fucking precision as it goes right over Posey's shoulder and hits that Meltan square and, like, just slooshes it to the ground, and, like, the mercurial fluid splooshes up onto all of the shrubbery around it, and probably a little bit onto Posey, too.
PG-2, he
starts preening furiously.
Nice.
Rattata is just going to move back towards Ford. Oh no, Rattata, this guy's still... No, yeah, that's all Rattata's gonna do. Rattata's just gonna move back towards Ford.
Cool. Meow, 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 meow.
Metal Claw.
Metal Claw.
Pow!
Yeah. Do it to it. That's gonna be enough, I think, for that one. Yep. Yep. What's this look like?
Mau Mau reaches out and claws it, and then the claws dig into the gold bolt on top and the nut on top, and he just goes
And then the swirl, as he's got it in his mouth,
like a chew toy, and just
little mercury. Is that weird that its body falls far? I don't know.
Nope.
I think we all have to have
it's a Meltan.
We have to have a conversation about how much mercury we're coming into contact with. I think that might be why there's little monsters running around all over the place that we can tell what to do in battle
I
with.
thought it was a snack. Don't you just break those open like a little pixie stick and just...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Thermometer.
That explains so much about Calynn.
Speaking of Calynn, oh, did I just Paul Blart?
No?
That's not what it's called.
Oh.
It is now.
I blarted everywhere.
I blarted it up. Calynn.
What is even left to do at this point?
What is even anything? My face hurts.
Hey!
There's a
Victor,
Zigzagoon on its back doing this.
You're still trying to catch that Zigzagoon, right?
Allegedly.
Alright, great. Chuck's, great job. I
Yeah.
think I'm just gonna sit back and watch the show.
Alright. Ford, do you do the same? Or
I would like to stealthily
You stay the fuck away from my backpack.
reach into Calyn's backpack and see if I can take a Pokeball.
alright. Perception versus stealth.
Okay.
Okay, but do I get bonus points because Chonks is on the other side of him? We have flanking. Chonks and I have
No,
flanking.
I think
on
you.
Ford right
No,
now.
no. You get disadvantage because you're busy yelling at Victor while I do this.
Asking Victor questions.
Chonks can roll a perception check as well.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
In fairness, Chonks is looking at the Meltan it just blew up.
She did just yell at her.
That's an 11 with a crit in it.
I'm going to say that Ford is the one challenging, so you all are setting the DCs. So,
Okay,
nobody's... Yeah, he gets the Pokeball out.
Motherfucker.
Just as Chonks looks back towards the Meltan.
Of course.
Victor.
Alright, Victor's gonna pull out another Pokeball and just go, come on, just let one thing go right. Come on. And he's gonna throw it at the Zigzagoon. D20. 9.
The Pokeball starts shaking. Another D20.
It's another 9. Probably not gonna do it.
It busts open and the Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon! If Pidgey doesn't want to do anything,
Nope, Pidgey's watching the show.
then it'll look around and see Spoons not in front of it anymore, kind of backing off. And see like all these big people and then just take off and try to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, I think at this point he's kind of dejected enough that he's like, I guess this wasn't meant to be. Bye, Zigzagoon. And he's gonna just shove his hand in his pockets and kind of sigh.
We'll find another one, probably. Or something else. Or something the same. Or something.
Yep.
Oh, there's loads of them. Don't worry.
He's Zigzagoon.
You're a Zigzagoon.
How droll.
You all hear. What do you guys do?
We hear
what?
what?
What did I just hear?
Spoons?
A teleport.
You look
Spoons,
around.
what are you doing?
Spoon's gone.
Oh. Great. Now my own Pokemon is left. This is just my day.
Pidgey, can you take another look around for us?
Takes off into the air.
Do you want me to roll perception?
Spoons.
Pidgey's-
Mau, put that down.
Clink. And as you're Pidgey's surveying and stuff, you guys keep walking, and you come to another clearing. This clearing has another fountain with a dual blade statue, which is the evolved form of Honedge, and it's pretty much the same. You guys can roll me perception checks as you get in here. Victor, as you walk in, you see a piece of paper on the ground, just like a piece torn out of a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
And as you look up, you pick up this list, Victor, and you gasp. That's where we'll stop the episode. You can catch more of me at CZDrop on Twitter or twitch.tv/CZDrop. You know, I stream D&DB every other Sunday at 11 American Eastern Time or 10 Canadian Central Time in the morning. That's where you can find me at. Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. You can find me at Remo Beware on Twitter or in a much better place, horsegirls.club, because I do a podcast called Horse Girls. You may have heard of it. It's pretty good. What about you, Kaycie?
Hi, I'm Kaycie. I'm some places on the internet. You should check out my link tree, which is linktr.ee/KCD Studios for finding me places. But most importantly, I write and draw a webcomic called B-Side You, and you can read that for free at bsideyoucomic.com. And if you read it and you like it, you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/KCD Studios, and help me support making the comic. And otherwise, check out Animorphs Anonymous, which I do with Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I wanted to bring the energy that Tim brought here. So here we are. You can find me on Twitter at Alex and Birds and TikTok at Alex and Birds. Now, I have no videos. Congrats. You can still find me. Literally just find me on all the things I do with these fine people. I'm on Dungeons and Draken Beams, Horse Girls with Tim and Jenna, and with Kaycie at Animorphs Anonymous, and then a few other side projects, some of them that are on hiatus right now, like Soup Salad Sandwich and Cat Mystic Crisis, a Superboy podcast. And those are most of the places you can find me. The others, you win a prize if you find me there.
I brought a ton of energy. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the way you started. You turned to the camera. You're like, "Hi, my name is Tim."
Very Mr. Rogers.
You could start late, but at least you're starting. Okay, bye. Yeah. Stops.
Raise your hand if you've ever felt personally victimized by Austin.